Violence against women is not a new phenomenon. It is a primitive practice that has always been treated as a part and participle of socio-cultural milieu, despite centuries-old history of the exploitation of fair sex has not been acknowledged as a crime in its totality until now. Many forms of degradation, indignity, and oppression are still socially accepted. This form of exploitation has always been socially and culturally justified with the ultimate purpose of sustaining a patriarchal social order. Women are historically one of the most subjugated classes. History is the full of violences against women. Dubash and Dumas rightly developed the patriarchy theory in 1979, which maintains throughout history, violence has been systematically directed towards women. Economic and social processes operate directly and indirectly to support a patriarchal social order and a family structure. History stands witness to the fact that women have always been recognized as a second-class citizen throughout the world, and their victimization was accepted and socialized as very natural. It was assumed in most of the Western countries that men had the right to beat and chastise their wives. Women belonged to men, first to their fathers, then to their husbands, and men could do as they pleased with their property. Similarly, the subordination of women to men was one of the supreme principles of Confucius' government. According to Aristotle, women may be said to be an inferior man. One of the German philosophers said, "When you go to meet a woman, take your whip along." Under the common law, women were treated as chattels. Napoleonic Code also shows the universality of the violence against women, as, according to the code, women are like walnut trees, must be beaten every day. In Europe, it was a common view that a man had the right to beat his wife with a stick not thicker than his thumb. Similarly, Indian culture followed the quotation of Tulsi Das that drum, donkey, and women need to be beaten. Thus, one may conclude that such male egoistic views against women also played a major role to keep women subjugated and tolerate all kinds of violence and atrocities. Women's Rights Convention very well defines all these atrocities in brief as the history of mankind is the history of repeated injuries and usurpation on the part of man towards women, having indirect object the establishment of tyranny over her.